What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. Apologies for the late video, it's an hour later than normal. I was out to dinner tonight, so there is a new loading screen, so I understand, for batch 2. I don't see it here, but I've seen it. A new loading screen for batch 2 of the Future Stars cards, which is awesome. But on top of there being a new loading screen for the Future Stars cards, there is a new Future Stars SBC. I haven't really had time to dig into it yet. As I say, I've just got back from out to some dinner, and it's Kubo. And although his card looks good, it also looks bad, and it looks expensive first off the bat. So let's just check for new objectives or milestones. So James, Odegaard plus, nothing new there. Fair enough. New milestones, nothing new there. Fair enough. So with that being said, there's just these two Future Stars cards. However, there of course, oops, wrong button. There of course is the new SBC. Maybe more. Let's see what else is going. So we'll go to players first. Bundesliga, no new league SBCs. No new league SBCs, and that just leaves us with the live SBCs. So here is that Kubo card. So first of all, I want to kind of chat about what's great about this card. He's 4-star, which is brilliant. He's got high medium work rates, which is brilliant. He's 5'8", which is brilliant. His acceleration at 99 and his agility and balance at 96 each will make him feel rapid. He's got 95 stamina, which is obviously fantastic. He's got 89 sprint speed, which is great. He already has really good short passing, curve, free kick accuracy, ball control, dribbling, agility and balance. That's all great. So the right chem style, you can really turn this guy into a bit of a monster. The downside of his card is reactions at 71, composure at 74, and then his strength and aggression is very low. It's another right midfielder. What I do love about this card, which we've actually talked about a little bit before with a few of the other cards, and I will say as well, we'll look at it here. So first of all, he's coming in at about 140k, which I just think it's only 2 squads, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's 2 squads, which means it's going to be like an 84 and an 85. The packs back is a 15k pack and a 25k pack. It's not very good packs in return, and it is just relatively expensive in my opinion. However, here's why I reckon it could be worth a shot. First of all, it fits the meta perfectly of what we have in the game this year. I think with a Deadeye chem style, he becomes fantastic. You know, his vision, top tier. Short passing and curve, 99. Positioning and finishing, 99. And shot power, 95, which is very important. And then the rest of his stats are obviously very good. A sniper could be super useful if you wanted to boost those reactions and composure. And then a maestro could be extremely useful as well. Gets that dribbling boost up real nice. Not that it's specifically needed, which is why I'd personally go with the Deadeye. Gets his shot power up nicely. His finishing is not so great, but his passing again is pretty good. I don't particularly think that there's anything else I would use with this card. Maybe some people would like the engine to get that sprint speed up. Maybe not. That would, I suppose, come down to your choice in many regards. And maybe some people will use that marksman to get that strength and aggression boost. Once again, it's just one of those things that I personally wouldn't do. When I look at this card with a Deadeye, I see him as a nice 2-rated cam. And I just think, yeah, that's great. 4-star, high agility and balance, high pace, great stamina. That's really great. What I really like about this card, what really intrigues me about this card, is the fact that Japan this year, of all nations, if you would have said to me, hey Nep, Japan's going to have a really stick squad by middle of the cycle, I'd have been like, no way. But yes way. Not only do we have Nakata, we now have Kubo, we have Shoji, who you would have had to have taken from the what was Shoji from? I can't remember. We've got Nakajima, the League SBC card. So he's 200k, but he's not 200k. You know, he's from the League NOS. You could do that whilst making a profit or doing it very cheap. And with the Deadeye, again, good stamina, 4-star, real nice across the board stats for a Japanese squad, for a squad builder with that kind of regard. I like it a lot. And then we've got Yamaguchi, who was where did he come from? I can't remember what he came from. He's not League SBC, he's the season player for this year, isn't he? He's the mid-season player. I want to say mid-season. Is he one of the guys, or was he the mid-season player from last season? I keep saying this year. I mean this season. Let me go to the players real quick. So it's Kalu. Yeah, so Yamaguchi is the storyline card, which again, he's not great. He's 3-star, 3-star, but as far as the centre mid goes, as far as a CDM goes, his agility and balance is really good. His short passing is really good. With an anchor, he's just not bad. You know, again, building a Japanese squad like this, you've got really good acceleration and sprint speed, really good physicals, really nice defensive capabilities, good passing, terrible shooting, and then mid-range dribbling other than agility and balance, but he'll feel rapid, right? So I think that's a really good card as well. And then Tomiyasu, who was also the storyline card. This was from the end, or was it the middle of last season? I can't remember. Whichever one it was. This is a good card. You know, as far as a centre-back goes, you put an Anchor Chem style on him and you've got yourself a truly brilliant centre-back. And then what I like about the Shoji is the other centre-back as well, with an Anchor Chem style on him, another great centre-back. So you've got two good centre-backs here. What I like otherwise about the Japanese cards, and specifically this Yamaguchi that also leads into Kubo, and like, so what have we got? Two centre-backs, a left mid, a centre mid, and a right mid. What I enjoy about this card right here is not only the Japanese players, but the Japanese league has also got some really good cards. So David Villa, Andres Iniesta, and Lucas Podolski, who's not great but would make a good cam. It's viable to be able to use these cards. You know, obviously they don't have a League SBC yet, and if they do pick up a League SBC, that would be great. But in terms of Kubo, I think a dead eye on this card is absolutely brilliant. I like the fact that he's got links, and then I want to talk about his composure specifically. Now, you guys know that I've banged on about composure for a long time, and we never really know exactly what it is, right? Dr. Poplove, who is now working with EA, he tweeted out last night. Let's get our 85 rated squad whilst we talk about this. He tweeted out last night, the composure attribute refers to the distance at which your ball carrier feels pressure from opponents and how they perform under it. So basically, he's saying there, and we'll go on in a second, but he's saying there, the more composure you have, the lower the distance is until you feel it, but the less composure you have, the greater the distance. He then goes on to say, higher composure will equal a player will have less error with shooting, passing, and first touch. Interesting that doesn't include skill moves and crossing. I think that's important to note. I don't know if it's important to note, but it certainly seems like it would be one of those things where it'd be like, okay, let's reference this. And then he says higher composure. So higher composure will have players having less error, and lower composure will be players having more error. He doesn't go on to say at all whether or not, like how much error is included in the error section, right? Which I think is an important thing to miss out, right? Like that's just maybe just me, but I personally think that we should be knowing exactly what the error is. You know, what the error levels are. You know, if it's 1% to 3% error, all of a sudden the composure stat is just largely irrelevant. If, however, it's sort of like 8 to 10% or 15 to 20%, now all of a sudden, okay, now we've got to consider how much, you know, what kind of impact composure can have. So it's very frustrating, first of all, that we don't specifically know what that even means anyway. And then for the start of what he says, he says the composure attribute refers to the distance at which your ball carrier feels pressure from opponents. Okay, so what is the distance then? I don't understand why they're being so like shrouding it in mystery. You know, like why not just tell us what the distance is? Who ultimately is that going to harm? I personally don't think anyone. So I struggle to kind of understand why they don't just let us know what the distance is. You know, again, it's one of those things where is 99% composure, no distance, or a considerable amount of distance. You know, or obviously 99 wouldn't be a considerable amount of distance because it's 99, right? It should be, but even then, how much is 99? Like, we don't even know in that regard what 99 even means, because they're being very, very clouded in how they're explaining to us what everything is. So I think still an 85. That's crazy. I think that it would just be nice to get a little understanding as to what that actually means. But hey, that might just be me. There we go. There's our chemistry in. So that's our first team done. So yeah, for me, as I say, I think whilst they think that they've done a good job, whilst they've tried to explain what composure means, they haven't really made any point in composure, which they haven't really explained what it is, which kind of takes me to this Kubo card and takes me to look at his composure stat. Now, reactions, I definitely feel is valuable. Is that Carl Walker? Oh, it's Trent. Reactions, I definitely feel are valuable. But now I'm considering, is composure as valuable a stat as I thought it initially was? That it's one of those things where it's like, I don't really know now, and I didn't really know anyway, but I just gathered by the fact that they struggle to upgrade it or upload, like with this Kubo card. He's got insane stats across the board, and then 74 composure and 71 reactions. And the fact that they kept that so low would indicate to me that they're extremely important stats, but I might just be way off the mark. I don't particularly know. I'm not particularly in the know. Like I say, like the information available is really, really limited. So we can only go off of guesswork. And my guess would be that composure is a very important stat, but I'm happy to concede the fact that that is literally entirely a guess. I don't know for sure, and I can't know for sure. So let's build this team together real quick here. What do we need? 80 chemistry for this one, which is why I'm going to go for a full La Liga setup. Let's pop him over there. Let's pop him over there. That's our chemistry. Now, how much rating can we bring this down? We can bring it down by an 86, that's for sure. Let's pop him in there. Let's bring down another 86. No, so another 86 is not enough. How about an 84? 84 is enough. How about an 85? That's also enough. How about another 84? Oh, that's where the threshold is. So I think this Kubo has very good merits because lots of Japanese players, and when the J League gets its League SBC cards as well, you're going to have 2 more to be able to link to those cards, which is going to be great. But ultimately, lots of Japanese players. It is a brilliant card, and because of how good his stats are as base stats anyway, specifically some of the important ones, I think that even as a super sub, he can be unbelievably useful in the late game. The last 20, 30 minutes, I think he could just be absolutely brilliant. So let's open this pack to end things off. Let me know what you think about Kubo in the comments section below. Are you going to complete it? Is it a bit too expensive for you? Was you expecting someone better out of Future Stars? Who knows, right? So let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. This, of course, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.